Alright, what is going on, everybody? So, I hate to break your regularly scheduled programming, but this one requires some commentary. So, shall we begin? Alright, so, to give a little background on all these battles that you'll see in this video, if you haven't already gotten to this far, they're lead dungeon, Bonanza card battles. So basically, you get the same rules as Bonanza, but it's card battles. And card battles is... yikes. Nobody plays card battles for a reason. The power cards are basically, in my opinion, worse than sabotage powers. But when you combine them together, it just becomes a nightmare, really. So, the strategy that I do in pretty much most of my card battles is a dual mix between tax and eco choke. The reason why is because it starves you out of cash. Absolutely starves you. Because tax is essentially eco choke. You get one free income on your opponent's side, so you get to see what their income is. Eco choke, they just don't get money. Either way, the result is similar. They don't get their cash for that 6-second interval turn. And while this is playing, because the best part comes up towards about the 5-minute mark on this battle video, there was one instance here that I did catch them off guard. I send them a nice, small, but moderately sized camo rush and make it really hard for them, to say to the least. I believe I kidnapped their sub, if I'm not mistaken, because I know their sub can pop camo leads. And then they get their Phoenix, but it's too late. I got that little bit of salt, and on top of that, as a nice bonus, I get their income from tax. As you can clearly see, this is the effect of each eco choke and tax. They hardly have income. This is nothing in Bonanza. Meanwhile, they taxed me, and they got my income, which honestly, that's pocket change, really. That's only good for maybe one good decent card like a Blue Titsu or a Wizard, but that's about it. So right here is where I'm going to slow it down. So I'm just getting my eco all set up because round 21 is when you get to use the Oh My God cards. So I'm debating on whether or not to send it, and then I finally man up and actually send it. Come on past me, I eventually send it. There I am. So here's the cool part. He taxes me and gets 0. And I laugh at that because I bet he's so confused. Wait, why did I get 0? And then BAM! 2 spaced Oh My Gods. And then on top of that, I kidnap one of the Phoenixes, so that's one less Phoenix. He puts down a nuclear sub. That's not going to do you anything on Oh My Gods. The only thing that I'll do is pop down the rainbow layer. Ceramic is not going to do anything. So right here, he knows that he's going to lose. So what does he do? He goes below the low. Just lowest of the low. He does what's called a disconnect or a DC stall. This is quite common for those that are what they call really, really toxic tryhards that think that they can do this. So while they're disconnected, it's trying to buffer and trying to process what the opponent is doing, which is essentially having a stall where all your towers are trying to pop that Oh My God layer, but it's not going to work because you see, and this is something that I really wish Ninja Kiwi could probably fix, but when you disconnect on certain applications of this game, I think mobile is honestly worse for this than what I play, which is desktop version. Basically, When you disconnect, you stay disconnected. There's no coming back from that. And it can be really hard when you truly disconnect versus doing something like this. Fun fact, by the way, it backfires. I'm gonna fast forward it because he DC stall, he or she, or an attack helicopter. They DC stall at least 3 times. Third time's the charm. They don't come back, and yeah, they lose because they forfeited. They essentially rage quitted because they got 2 spaces. Oh my god, so they couldn't really do anything to pop that. If they tower boosted and put down more Phoenixes and Blue Jitsus, there would be a shot. There would be an absolute shot at defending, but you would lose a lot of lives in the process. But yeah, I wanted to give this special commentary only because just simple recording doesn't do you justice. And I wanted to share this battle video to everyone out there. Don't do shit like this. It's pointless. It really is. And with that, I bid you all adieu.